Hello everybody and welcome to my first video on FIFA 18. I adore FIFA. I've always adored FIFA. As much as I don't like the direction it's been going in the last 6 years, it was a game that I grew up on. I've been playing it for well over a decade. On the PS2 days I was addicted to it, and through PS3 through to now I still play FIFA quite a bit. And throughout that time I've been a career mode fanatic, and a manager mode before that obviously when it changed, and I still am. I love career mode, and if anything, that's the thing that keeps me into FIFA. I don't play Ultimate Team that much at all. I don't really see the appeal of it particularly, and career mode is basically my crack when it comes to FIFA. So as soon as I thought, you know what, I'll give this YouTube thing a go, I knew that at some point I was going to do a FIFA career mode with someone. As much as March probably isn't the best time for that, I suppose football is quite relevant at the moment. Seasons are getting close to their ends, that might bear well, but FIFA's been out for a while now. But I just thought, you know, give this a go, see if it can get out there. In terms of who I've picked, as you can see, you could probably been looking at for the last minute. Caen in France are the team I want to go with, and I've gone with them because France, I've dabbled in it on career mode and Football Manager a little bit, but not much. And I thought, you know what, fairly generic career mode would be go for someone in England. You get loads of money in the Premier League, or go for a League 1, League 2 team and rise them up. That's fairly, as much as I do enjoy certainly Road to Glory ones. I thought we'd do something a little bit different. Now Caen finished 17th last season, which is just above relegation, which I did not know up until before starting this. I picked Caen simply, there's no particular reason for it. I heard of the place. It's along the north of France, I believe, and it resonated with me because I'm pretty sure you can get a boat from where I live to there, so that's always nice. So yeah, we picked Caen in France. Now as you can see, if you want to, you can read the info. I'm not going to bother. We are going to look at the expectations though. Domestic success low. It'll probably be something like, you know, stay up. Obviously continental success very low. They're not in Europe. Why would they have any expectation? I suppose they're not too bothered at all about getting out there, getting their brand out there, I suppose. Financial is medium, and youth development is medium, so we have to pay attention to those. So yeah, we're going with Caen in Ligue 1. Let's see if we can, you know, at least get up to mid-table. We don't need to be in a relegation battle, do we? Obviously the aim of this will be to topple PSG, which always is. If we now move on, for people interested, this is obviously the pre-season tournament. We have picked one. It's no biggie, is it really? The one with the most money is the one we picked. I feel like everyone would do that, and we'll see results from that in the future. Now this is the team I decided to go with. Eventually, this actually took me a long time to decide on what I should do. We got Vercourtre in goal, 37. He's a relatively good goalkeeper, but 37 is a bit of a problem. Might want to replace him in the near future. So that money's tight. So for now, we've got I was deciding whether to go centre backs first. But we've got Bassat at left back. I will be looking to replace him because he's 31. He's not particularly quick. I like quick fullbacks, and he's a left midfielder. So it's not brilliant, is it? We then got a back three. I've gone with 5 at the back. We've got De Silva, who's our best centre back by far. As you can pause and look at the stats if you want to. Then this guy Jiku, who's 22, might grow a little bit, can play right back, which is always nice. Genevois, who I will look to replace. And if I butcher any of these names, I apologise to anyone that's French or any international, you know. We then got Gilbert at right back, who is a new signing, 22. He could grow again. I'm relatively happy with having him there, I suppose. I don't know if I'll replace him or not. Got Benassa, we'll just call him Benassa, who's a name I had recognised. He's 20, so he can certainly grow. We'll hopefully keep him for the future. Ferre, the captain, I presume it's Ferre because France, you know, accent. 34, again, very old, and we might want to replace. Peters, he's okay, he's generally a cam, but he's playing in central midfield here. And then up front we've got Rodelin, who There's nothing special. He's relatively good. He'll do a good job. And Santini, who is his partner. I've used him before in FIFA. He's proper target man. And I hope he will. He worked relatively well when I used him previously, so hopefully he'll work again. Get some balls into the box for him. You know, magic will happen. Magic will fucking happen. In a minute we'll look at I'll quickly have a look at objectives, I suppose, before moving on. We will be going to, from me, this is me, you know, I'm just commentating over gameplay. I will go to a live com after this and we'll show our first game. Hopefully it'll be a win. I think it's going to Montpellier or something, but we'll get to that in a minute. And finally, here are the objectives. Within 2 seasons, have one player from the youth academy, play at least 50% of the games next season, sell out 85% attendance at least half the home games, which is very low, so you know, reduce player wages by 70,000. And then domestic success, finally, mid-table and round of 32. Pretty simple. Now, anyone who's even a little bit observant will notice that this isn't particularly the first game. Had our first slight error, well, I'm going to try and make this sound like it's not my fault, but I'm slightly forgot to save the recording of the first game. But yeah, it's only on up from here. Can only get better from here. You didn't miss much, and again, the more observant of you would probably notice that the table suggests I've not won. Yeah, it didn't go particularly very well. So I was against Montpellier. I was right in the introduction bit. We lost 3-1, and yeah, the first half of this was particularly terrible. However, we found a fix, and it is we've already ditched the 5-3-2. Basically, we've already got rid of that, and we've gone to a proper English 4-4-2. At this point in the game, I was 3-0 down, and I was like, you know what, might as well change it. So this is what we're going with. This is what we basically ended with, and also I just you know, to introduce some signings. I've got to go through it again. I feel like I've already done it, but then I realise, yeah, I did do it, but I lost the recording. So we only brought in 2 players. There's really not much money about, and I'll show you in a minute how bad it is financially. We brought in this guy, Leistner, German centre back, brought him from the Bundesliga, and yeah, he's an improvement on Genevois. Initially, he was going to play with GQ and De Silva in the centre back positions, because obviously I was going to do 3 at the back, but that's gone down the toilet now. So yeah, it's all good. And the other name is Santa Maria, French, 22. Decent player. Again, you got to remember, I was going to play 3 central midfielders. He was going to go with Peters. Obviously, that has now gone out the window as well. So it's going to be Santa Maria and Is it I don't know. Benacer. We'll just call him Benacer. Who, in what was a struggle of a first game for me, was one of the few players I could actually use. So hopefully those 2 go well. And other things to note. Right at the end of what would have been, you know, the first game, Santini, who would have been playing up front, got a 7-month injury. He's out for 7 months. And I was saying in the lost recording that I've used him before, and I really enjoyed using him. Rarely do I enjoy using the slower targetman players, but with this guy, he seemed to always be able to win the headers, and I really enjoyed using him on a previous career mode, but he's now out for pretty much the whole season, so Crivelli's in. But other than that, the first game of the season went swimmingly well. It was brilliant. If we just have a look here, here's what we got money-wise. Like I say, literally nothing. Ideally, I would have brought in a left-back instead of like a centre-back, but at the time I was very much planning on going 3 at the back, and I thought I needed another centre-back. hindsight, I should have got a left back because not only is he's fairly old, he's not brilliant, Dabo, yeah, and he's also quite slow for a fullback. In my opinion, I like to have pacey fullbacks. We could have. I mean, this guy, Mbenge, we'll go with it. He's a bit faster. He's also a bit younger. In fact, we'll give him a go. I did bring him on, and I didn't mind using him. Also, the change in formation kind of screws us over because we now don't really have quality on the wings. We are using our right back here, Gilbert, who was alright in the first game. I could use him. He wasn't too intolerable. So he's going at right midfield, and we've got Repass, the 20-year-old, who actually scored my consolation goal. Brought him on. Originally he was playing left. I brought him on that left wing back. We went to 4-4-2, and he got a goal. So we've really got to keep with him, haven't we? And I think that is about it. I think I've caught you up from what was the first game. So instead of playing Montpellier, we are playing Saint-Etienne, which is probably a harder game. So we've done well for ourselves there. And like I said, in terms of players I could bring in, I don't really know what I can do. I'm scouting some youngsters, hope maybe we could bring them in and maybe we could just take a punt on playing them there at left back instead of some old guy. But yeah, this is the team we're going with. Yep, you can pause it if you really want to look through it all. It's completely different to the team I was planning on using, and all thanks to that first game, which was a disaster. And you can also see here we are playing on can't speak. We are playing on legendary, which is the highest we can go, and so there's no. Hopefully that's not in doubt. Right, then here we go. For anyone interested. Here's the... What the fuck? They got Troy Deeney. And Cabela. And I knew they had Debussy, but... Troy Deeney. Troy bloody... Jesus. And Tep. I think it's Entep. So they've got quite a good team, haven't they? They haven't got a bad team. But Troy Deeney, Jesus.
It should be a tremendous game. And
that's not someone I expected to see in the save.
Team news, and this is the Caen team.
Manager terminology in my head.
2 banks of 4, 4-4-2.
Yeah, how it always used to be. Don't see it quite so often these days, but that's a classic formation, and really capable of causing problems here today.
This goes better than
the
previous game. The previous game was a bit of a disaster.
Mathieu Debussy starts, despite looking shaky in recent games. Jan Vila starts, looking to recover his form. And they just go with the one striker up front.
Are you going to reach it?
That's a throw.
Never mind. Better start than the last game. Obviously, again, you didn't see that, which was...
He's got the
I
ball
apologise. I do apologise for not
zone by reading the
having the first game. That was a bit of a cock-up, and, you know, not the best start. Not the best start to a series, but we're
that's good defending.
We're over that now. We're over that stage. Like I say, it can only get better now. And partially, I'm quite happy you didn't see that because some of the defending was terrible, and we're probably going to show you more of it here anyway. Probably got a, you know, wouldn't mind 2-footing Deeney because he's going to cause me issues. Good tackle. Good tackle. Here is Deeney. He's not the paciest guy in the world, is he? So in terms of that, we should be all right. And my back to Jesus.
Well, let's look at it again, Alan. It was very close,
right
and there would have been a scoring opportunity.
Yeah, I mean, it was a good position they fashioned themselves.
Oh, it's offside. Good. Oh God, so yeah, I planned for that to be offside. It's fine. It's all good. All good. Is Spencer? Like I said, I liked using him in the first game, so hopefully we can see something with him. He was like the only player in the 5-3-2 that really actually worked and done anything. That formation was a bit of a disaster with this team, I'll be honest. I use it on... I did bring this up again, the first game, but, you know... I've got a West Ham career mode at the moment, and I use 5-2, and that it's going very, very fucking well. And I sort of thought, oh, I should have done a West Ham one on YouTube, shouldn't I? Come on, man.
Well done, but I think the guy who had the chance really should have scored.
You've got to be scoring that.
To get his shot away.
It's not even I thought initially it was a save, but that didn't really excuse it. It's just worse that it's not. You've got to be burying those, haven't you? You've got to be. How can you not? Like, a couple of yards out at most.
On the move and able to cut out the pass.
I must say, this team feels a lot better at 4-4-2. It balanced. I don't know what the word would be, but it just, you know, it works better. Here's the Bengay. I'm going to get used to
Here's a chance to attack.
Eventually.
Well, then it goes.
Oh, it's deep.
Oh, nicely done.
Oh.
Well, they kept up the pressure, didn't they? But it's
we're getting quite a bit of the ball now. We're getting quite a few
now.
chances. Lucky.
We
can win that.
End the threat, at least for the moment.
We're doing a lot better.
These two. Nice
Some would say I might have planned this, but
really
I generally didn't. I mean, I
of
felt quite stupid when I didn't save the recording. But never mind. Probably last time I referenced that now. Ball in. Oh, come. Oh, yeah, there we go. See, that's more like it.
And the first goal
that
will
is
be
more
such
like
a boost to them.
We get a lot of balls in, but we got 2 proper target men up front. We have 3, but he's out for the season. But never mind, his replacement.
I think he's picked him out from that left-hand side. Wonderful delivery.
Really accurate cross.
Cute little header there. Great cross. That's not the first good cross we've had today.
A fine goal, a typical goal from him.
Yeah, his marker was just caught on his heels. Stood there watching, but the scorer always alive in the box.
First goal on camera. First goal on camera. The second is much more worthy than what it would have been.
Spread it out wide here. Chance to get some width into this attack.
That's good. But we are. I mean, this first half compared to the first game, it's so much easier. Well, it feels so much easier. It feels so much better. Don't tell me just 5-3-2 hasn't always worked for me. Some saves it. Some
really getting at the opposition this far up the pitch now.
Here. Can we?
Oh, it's deep. Towards the far post.
It's alright. We got a corner. No, it's fine. Never mind.
Not a corner, although
never
some thought otherwise.
Oh, that was the wrong decision.
I guess he was aiming for a teammate, but he certainly didn't find one.
Samir, Saint-Etienne hoofs it away.
Could be a chance here. They've got the ball into a good area. Well played. Shots on here.
Oh, Deeney with the pace.
Well
holds up the ball brilliantly. Great.
Samir.
I was about to proper take the piss out of him there, but he did what he needs to do, didn't he? Bella, oh, that's a
real opening now.
I can't lie. We were a bit lucky there. Little bit lucky there. Keep it. Don't lose it. We don't. You know. We've got a lead here. We don't need to.
Prepared to just pass the ball around in their own half.
Yeah, exactly. We are. Well done, Clark. Well done.
He's still going. Fine run this. Moving forward with some danger to the opposition now they're here. Remy Cabala.
Oh, that's a good chance. Right, the keeper's got it. The veteran in goal. What a man. Football for you purists out there, especially using the 4-4-2. You've got to have a bit of so-called anti-football.
Getting forward well as a team now. And he gives it back to it.
Yeah, the ball. Up and FIFA does a FIFA there, and the player just boots out for a corner. Great. Not complaining. I'll take a corner. That was a poor
corner played into the middle. Good header back into the danger area.
Don't. Oh, he's lost it.
Until that challenge. Remy Cabala.
I just get worried whenever Cabela and Deeney on the ball. I don't want Deeney scoring because I kind of mocked him a little bit. I do actually like Croy Deeney. I should make that clear. I just find it funny that Saint-Etienne, that FIFA seems to think Saint-Etienne would want him.
I wish we could add to the speculation that's going on about this potential transfer, but it's still in the
no, let's not pass shot. I pass shot far too often from goal kicks when I shouldn't.
Yeah, in this day and age,
we're near half time now. We shouldn't be messing about. We should just get to half time. Take the 1-0 lead. Take.
Sounds to me as if
take what we got.
Will happen eventually.
Or maybe have a second. Maybe have a second.
For the shots.
Oh, go. Oh, what a player. What a player. What a genius I was for bringing him in.
It should get them across the line at the end of the match. We'll see.
How did I lose to Montpellier? How did I lose 3-1 to Montpellier? And at one point I was getting absolutely tonked as well. It wasn't like it was unlucky. And here I am, I'm playing like superior opposition, but everything's rosy. Everything's bloody rosy, isn't it?
Restarting at 2-0.
Going to be 2-0 up at half time. I mean, I'll be honest, I was doubting myself a little bit before doing this, but confidence is through the roof again. For anyone who cares. PSG ain't playing. Who cares about the rest of them? No one cares about the rest of them. The Marseille were winning. Look at that though. I mean, we're keeping the ball. We're having chances. It's going so well. I don't even need to think about changes this time. I spent about 5 minutes at half time in the first game. Don't need to think at all. Just go out and do the same thing again. See if we can get an early goal in the second half. That would certainly calm it a little bit.
Got a bit of menace to it. And they're keeping the ball. That's the important thing.
Go
this
on.
Is an interesting attack.
Shoot, why not? Bloody hell, that wasn't that far away. Again, mate? I can't remember. The left back. We'll just call him left back for now. Oh, it is Mbengue. Okay, good. I was doubting him before game. Didn't think he was good enough, but that was a good effort there. A bloody good effort.
Bamba.
Oh, look, see, he's getting into the tackles now and everything. Oh, he's won a throw. What? I mean, what a left back. All we need now is like a 30-yarder and everything will be good. Oh, use your strength.
Stopped emphatically and just as well. The approach play looked very encouraging. Well, that's not so much an interception as a poor pass.
Doiny. Is that Deeney? I think that was Deeney. I just can't get my head around that. I can't get my head around that happening in real life. I feel like it's slightly unlikely. Slightly unlikely.
Looking good this move.
Oh,
Mathieu Debuchy. Closing him down.
Well, see, he left Arsenal and now look, in real life he's tearing it apart, isn't he? Why would anyone go to Arsenal?
Well, stuck out a foot. Cut off the pass.
I'll be honest, nothing much is really happening now. It's quite a quiet game.
Take note of this. For the away side, there'll be an action on EA Sports. More Ligue 1 football for you. Well, I like the look of this attack.
Oh, that might have been a foul.
Could be a yellow card here for that
foul. It's not a yellow card, man. Come on.
The bench for the
I wish the commentary was a little bit more accurate to things happening on that thing. Well, literally every foul. Oh, how's that not a yellow card? Oh, I thought that might be a red card. Clearly wasn't going to be a yellow card, was it? It was barely a fucking foul.
Oh, here comes the support.
Cabella on the ball. Not worried. What?
Away with the ball clean.
Easy. Tackle. Why would you be worried about these players, eh? Shit, ball in this block, but they still come out with it. Oh, I thought that was going to be another defensive masterpiece for me there. Got it out in the end though. Maybe we can get going here.
Now it goes into the wider areas where they've got a winger waiting.
The one problem with having two relatively tall forwards is the lack of pace getting forward, and I don't really like these modelling. It's becoming quite apparent to me now. He's just not my type of striker. He's really not. Yeah, I don't know what he should be. He's tall and he's got a little bit of pace about him, but he just doesn't feel that great to use. And he also fluffed that brilliantly crafted chance that was like a couple of yards out. So go on, prove me wrong.
Here's a chance to attack.
Oh, he's probably injured now, isn't he?
That's cut out.
I can do without another striker being out, I'll be honest. Still on his arm, isn't he? We could go 4-2-3-1. I was thinking about that with Peters as the cam.
Well, we can catch up with the details of that injury from our man Jeff Shreves. Jeff.
We will probably take him off when the next stoppage comes along.
But he's a tough guy. I think
Deeney
he'll carry on.
Cabella,
showing he's right amongst
the dream team linking up there.
On down there. Now they're looking to get forward from this position.
Use pace. Okay, maybe not. Maybe not.
Dwell on the ball for very long here.
Anyway, it's fine. It's fine.
Able to cut that out with some sharp movement.
Keep it. There we go. Oh, some beautiful stuff. Oh, fucking hell. Why would I go there? Why would I go there? I was about to say some beautiful stuff being played. No. Why would I?
Good work, really, to read the intention of the pass.
Still got the injury symbol, hasn't he? So I'd say he is actually a little bit of an injury there. Occasionally it just goes away, don't it? But it looks like he might have an injury. So I'd say next stoppage we will take him off. We haven't had a stoppage yet, so good tackle. Go on, use your pace. Okay, you don't need your pace. You got skill. Go on. Oh fucking hell!
Well, it looks a bad miss, but I think the defender
should have buried that. Right, okay, we're gonna go ahead and. Oh, he's all right now. We'll change it anyway. You know, no need to risk it, is there? There's no need to risk it. Peters is going to come on for a little bit. We're going to bring on the whole legend that is Diamande. Are we? No, we're not. Actually, I've changed my mind. Sorry, Diamande, mate. It's not your time. Not your time. What? Wait, shit. What have I done that for? Why did I do that? We'll just leave that one.
Put him off. Yeah, he's got to take a lot of credit for that because he had to take the shot quickly. The lad who was trying to score.
So now to the conventional 4-2-3-1. The quite overused formation these days. Peter's nearly getting the ball there. If this like 12-minute spell goes well for him, I might just, you know, I might keep with this. Why not? Oh, that's going to be okay. No, okay, I thought that was going to be a foul to someone because FIFA tends to like giving fouls for contact that isn't up to you.
Great defending there, stopping that attack. They can be quick.
They're going a little bit more for it, aren't they?
Slipping it through.
Oh, Deeney with the.
That is a moment really.
Told you, he's not very good. He's not very good.
Because they're not going to have many.
We will freshen it up. There's no reason not to, is there? Red pass is looking a little bit worse for wear, so we'll bring on Dabo and we'll do that, and then we will bring Diamande on. We'll give him a little runabout. The whole legend, of course. How long was he there? A year, less than a year. One relegation to his name. But saying that, if you're going to go to Hull, that's pretty much What the fuck was that? Oh, don't. Oh, I was going to say, if there's a goal from that. Oh, why am I playing out there? Why do I make these decisions?
Cleared away by the defender. It's offside.
Oh, Deeney's offside, is he? Oh dear. Great signing that. I'd mock, but if I could have signed Deeney for Caen, I would have any day. So.
Remy Cabala.
Although I wouldn't actually, because I was originally quite happy with my striker partnership, but Santini's gone for the season, and I'm not particularly a fan of Rodelin. We could try and sell. Maybe that's an option.
Not really away from
I'd rather just bring in someone young and grow them up, to be honest.
This turnover could be costly against a side that can break like this.
Overran it. Shame that was nearly a good counter attack. This whole clean sheets are always nice. We don't want any
for something to happen because there's 3 added minutes.
Squeak bum time, do we? Oh, no,
good defending.
Oh, it's injury time, isn't it? Okay, good. Good. We've just got to see this game out now. It's all.
Mohamedou Dabo. He's coming forward with some danger.
There we go. First win.
Gone for the last time today.
Not the first game that was meant to be, but still a first win.
The manager's got a smile as wide as the pitch.
I mean, why wouldn't I? Why wouldn't I have a smile as wide as the pitch? Good performance. Much better. Much fucking better. We've Crivelli and Santafermia with the goals. I didn't really want to see them again. Much better. I'm glad I've done that now, because I've shown that I'm actually capable. I'm actually semi-capable at playing FIFA after all the crap I said about playing it for over a decade. I've finally shown I am actually able. So that's nice. In terms of ways I want to do this, as in in terms of a series, I don't want to play every game. I think that's a bit too much.
Olympique Marseille.
I don't see it. I find it highly unlikely that there'll be any transfers. So I'm not really going to be bothered about bringing you them. We're playing Nantes. We're playing Nantes in mid-September, and we're obviously I'll inform you of Dijon, Metz, and Lille games and how they go. When do we play PSG? Because we play Monaco then. We play Marseille then. Marseille then, I should say. There's where we play PSG. PSG we obviously have to do. We'll probably have to do Marseille and Monaco as well. Oh, look at that. The table looks so much better, don't it? Take a guess who's top? Oh, they've only played once, to be fair. They will be top, won't they? Let's be honest. Anyway, that does the first episode. I'm sorry it wasn't the first game. That was an error from my part, and hopefully I won't do that again. In fact, I'll make sure I never do that again. But, you know, shit happens. I'm human, I suppose. Mistakes are made. If you enjoyed, like, subscribe, share it around. That helps a lot, obviously. Leave some feedback. It's the first time I've ever done FIFA on here, so that if you've got anything, that'd be great. And that pretty much wraps it up. So thanks for watching, and goodbye.